Go ahead, take us in, Grant.
I'm not recording yet.
We are.
Yeah.
Are we?
Is my right. Welcome to Guns, Twigs and Wigs.
Send, baby.
The podcast about music.
Sometimes.
All right. Welcome, you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in to BTW. That's Bones, Twigs, and Wigs podcast. I'm your boy, Johnny Jones. I have my brother in here, Steve Burke. Say
Good
what's
evening.
up, Steve.
What's up, Steve?
And I got my boy, Grant Higgins. Say what's up, G.
Oh man, Steve already did that was the joke I did last time.
Uh-huh. There you go.
I don't know what to say anymore. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Yeah, with like a R in there. Hello. But yeah,
That's
man. So
uncanny.
today we're going to talk about phobias. This was a hard one, man, because I had to really think about like what am I scared of? Because I don't really fear anything, and if I do, I try to like I'm one of those people. I'm like, okay, like if I'm
Face
scared
your
of
fear.
something, I try to like embrace it. Like if I'm scared of like swimming or something like that, I'm gonna go to a pool and fight that fear. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm scared of heights, I'm gonna go skydiving, and try to like rise above that,
That's good. That's admirable.
Yeah, you just got to break that thing, man. It's kind of it's natural of us to be like afraid of something, but it's also kind of unhealthy to be afraid of certain things.
So what is your fear?
You would make me go first. Okay. Man,
I just feel like you might have the least stupid one.
I think mine would be like fear of pain. Like
That's just
See?
being human.
I-
That's just being
I've-
human.
Dude, I called that.
But it's
I called that straight down the middle. I called that
but
one.
bro,
But
like it's
the least
a
weird one.
But no,
I'm
like
I have a
He's
phobia. I have a
gonna pick
phobia
the
of
least-
dying as well. So
He's
He's going to pick the least weird one.
Bro,
the
like,
least
it's-
weird one.
it's
the fear
legit.
of pain.
It's a legit phobia. It's actually, let me look
I
it up.
know. It's the least weird one.
It's how do I pronounce it?
it's the weirdest
I'll go-
one, but the least weird one as well. It's both. It's both sides of the coin.
algophobia. It's algophobia, fear of pain.
Nice.
So, yeah, man. Because, I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I'm with, like, Grant remembers, like, when I got my first tattoo. I was so
do
nervous,
remember
bro. I was so nervous. Because, like, I hate needles. Like, ever since I was a kid, I used to hate going to the doctor's office and, like, getting the needle and stuff. As I got older, I would, like, brace the doctor and be like, yo, I have, like, this.
The AIDS.
I don't say that. Hold on.
You can only get it once. Don't worry. You can only get it once.
Yeah, no, like I would go to the doctor and I would tell them, hey, like, I'm very scared of needles. So, if you see me like get crazy, like I'm just kind of forewarning you, But once again, I would, embrace that. You know what I'm saying? Like embrace
Embrace
you
the
know-
needles. Did you get into heroin or something? Is that how you got over
Yeah,
this?
man. It started off as crack cocaine and
Then moved
you
into
know,
insulin.
yeah, and then I just went down from there. Now I'm doing what's the
What's further down than crack cocaine? How far down
no,
does it go?
what's the other stuff? Phenol.
Fennel? What the
I think
hell is
that's
fennel?
it. Yeah, I
Baking
think-
soda.
Yeah, but nah, man. But like even when I got my tattoo, I was so scared, man. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, man, I don't even like getting blood drawn. You know what I'm saying? When I go to the doctor,
Me and
So
Steve
why-
both hate that too.
you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, why am I getting a tattoo right now? Like I'm crazy, right?
I'm getting
Um,
I'm getting one in 5 days.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can go and get one right now.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
The
Yeah,
the,
I've been seeing-
the sleeve is going to
It's
be
gonna be
completed.
complete. Yeah, dope. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people on like social media, they've been like getting house calls, like getting their tattoo artists to make house calls and stuff, and getting some dope tattoos too.
Well, you wouldn't
But
want
yeah,
to have
like,
the rough ones.
even like
house
my
calls.
big one, like this is like the biggest one I have on my forearm, and that one, man, it's like once that needle hits, bro,
You're
it is
committed
what
at
it
that point,
is.
yeah.
I got one on my chest.
Wait till you get that bit done.
Oh, bro, the one on my chest and the one on my stomach was pretty hard because like when you're breathing, this all of this is moving,
Yeah.
So the artist is like, yeah, so while I'm doing this, man, you can't breathe.
Awesome.
And I'm like, so like, what, you want me to die? Like, you know what I'm saying, for a tattoo, son? Like, what the?
How
do you think they get their practice?
Right,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, like on dead people, right? But nah, man, like it was weird, and it hurt. It just really, especially the stomach. The stomach hurt like crazy because it's just fat, and they're just like trying to like grab it, and man, it was terrible. But I got through it, But yeah, man, the fear of pain. Like I've never broken a bone in my body. Like if anything, I've like sprained certain things. Like I stay away from sports because I don't like falling. I don't like getting hit. Like all types of stuff, bro. Like, I'm just very cautious. I'm a very cautious person.
I like the cautiousness.
Yeah, why are you
like-
laughing so hard?
Because you're like Bilbo Baggins.
What? I've never
You're
looked
like
at Johnny
a
and gone, Bilbo Baggins.
You
that's
never.
Bilbo Baggins. That's a fresh.
you just sit around in your hole and you don't leave. You avoid sports.
Pretty much, bro. Pretty much.
Like,
Nah, pretty much.
I don't-
Pretty much. Yeah, man. I just like to feel pleasant at all times.
This pleasant mind.
it's the worst
You
phobia
know?
ever.
I
It's
know,
the worst
but
answer.
like legit. Like I
So
try
bad.
to like
Like,
I try like now I try to do things that I just usually wouldn't do. Like I try to, be more adventurous, get out and do things. But yeah, man, like I hate roller skating, ice skating, all of that stuff, bro. Cause I just hate falling, bro. Like I hate falling and like trying to catch myself, and it sucks, man. It sucks. And everybody's like, "That's the best part." It's like, no,
it's
not.
not. Who says
Yeah,
that?
It hurts to fall,
I'm
bro.
not
Like
doing
nobody
that.
likes falling. What's
I'm-
wrong with people?
I tried ice skating once, didn't end well. I've never tried roller skating because I know it won't end well. So
Man, I'm telling you, bro. I already know roller skating sucks, so I didn't even touch ice skating. I'm like, shoot, I ain't messing
chop
with
your
that.
fingers off.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
that's a shout out to Sam Napier.
What Sam do?
Oh man, he convinced me one night to go roller skating,
Mm.
and like he spent all day convincing me, all day,
Yeah.
and eventually I'm like, fine,
Mhm.
I'll come, let's
Mhm.
go. So we go, and I'm begrudgingly going. I was like, okay, well I'm here, whatever.
Yep.
I've committed to it now. But he's been really like trying to get me to go all day. So, I'm sitting there and I'm putting on the knee pads and the roller skates and whatever. And he comes by kind of to gloat, like, he glides by.
Mhm.
And he starts to talk some shit to me, and while he's gliding, and then his feet go out from under him, and he falls on his ass. I'm just sitting there, just tiny.
Right, just like, yeah, okay.
Like I'll never look at roller skating differently, like or the same ever again. It's all I think about now is just, that was a really, not pride. I didn't do anything, but I don't know. It was a very satisfying moment.
Mhm.
Just
It's always nice
'Cause if
watching
I had
other
a-
people fall.
yeah, because that's like Kevin Hart style. Just watch people fall over and laugh,
Yeah.
especially when they've talked themselves up. Like,
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah, that's even better.
like
All right, Grant, so what's your,
oh my god,
What's your phobia, man?
my phobia.
Mhm.
My biggest one or my most ridiculous one?
Both.
I think it's the same one. From what I've read.
No, I don't know. No, I think I think I got two different ones. Because I think the biggest one is not like a irrational fear. Like I'm
So
scared
what's
of
the
lightning.
biggest one? That's the biggest one?
Oh yeah, dude,
Scared of lightning? Really?
Dude, Steve's seen this before. I'm sure you've seen it before. I'm terrified of lightning.
Mm.
It's
don't know.
strange.
Absolutely terrified. Like,
Oh no.
but I don't think that's an irrational fear. I think that's a completely rational fear.
I mean, I get you. It's just, I think like I look at it like this. Okay, the odds of me going outside and getting struck by lightning is like,
But they,
you know,
they literally use the phrase "it's like being struck by lightning" to describe something that never happens.
Wait a minute.
Exactly.
Wait, we're not going to compete
no, I'm not
with
competing.
like,
I'm
struck by lightning and pain.
No, I'm just saying, like, you know. No, I'm just saying, like, I'm telling you, like, the reason why I wouldn't be scared of lightning, you know what I'm saying? Like, lightning is like, you know, it's natural, you know, I guess the same as pain. But it's also like the odds of you getting struck by it is like very thin, you know, like slim to none.
I know. I'm very aware of it, but
Yeah.
I just think that it's not a completely irrational fear.
But
you're not
so what's the more recent one?
Well, hang on. Part of me wants Steve to guess what my irrational one is.
Okay.
Irrational one. See, I would have started to call
Irrational
the other one irrational. Irrational.
Well, there's a completely like ridiculous one that.
See, I knew the lightning one. I don't know whereabouts you'll go with this because you could go anywhere with this. For you, it's 4 a.m. and you're drinking beers. I don't know where you're going with this, but I've got no idea. It's normally me that's sat in your shoes at this point, and I'm like, I've had a few beers.
He fears running out of beer.
Yeah, maybe it's a phobia of never having beer.
Oh, no. I'll tell you what it is. It's I can't call people on the phone.
Oh God, I forgot about that.
I should have known that.
Is that
Yeah,
a
I thought-
phobia?
Bastard.
Oh, dude, I'm terrified. Like,
Oh man, he hates like phone calls.
I
bro.
hate it. I can't stand it. Like, I also can't stand touching cotton wool,
Really?
but I'm not
Yeah.
afraid of that. I just don't like
You
it.
just don't like it?
Yeah, but I'm
You know
actually
what I can't-
scared of calling people on the phone.
You know what I can't stand? You guys know like that material. It can be like a picture, and like when you turn it, it changes. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? So it's like when you feel it, right? It's like kind of like it has like those
sequins
ridges.
type stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that. The feeling of it on my fingernails. Like I'm not like afraid of it, but I just hate that. Like that's an honorable mention right there.
Ugh.
The feeling of that on my fingernails
It's going
and
through.
chalk on like a chalkboard.
Mate, I can't.
The feeling of chalk, like me holding a piece of chalk and trying to write. It bothers me.
Do you know what? There's something similar.
Bothers
My
me,
parents
son.
used to own cake shops and used to sell like sandwiches and cakes and cooked meats and all sorts of things. And I used to help them out. Oh God, even talking like this is making my teeth itch. Oh, flour doesn't bother me. Flour in my hand doesn't bother me. But like I was going to say muffins. Oh God, how do we even explain this stuff? It's different in every country. Like if you're making a sandwich and like a sandwich like muffin that we would call it, like a flatbread thing or whatever. Anyway, they would have flour dusted on them, like you do. You dust flour on them.
Yeah.
Picking up, like serving people those, picking up when two of them rub together. Even the thought of it now is making me want to throw up. Like
Absolutely.
that
know what
is
else?
something that just destroys me.
You know
It's
what
all
else?
texture. Ugh.
Food in the sink, like when I'm washing dishes.
And you got to pick it out.
And a piece of food is like in there, and it's like and it touches your hand. I hate
Because it's
that.
because what? Why? Yeah, that's irrational, right? Because you
hate
will
it.
probably had that on your plate. We're eating it.
Exactly, yeah, but like
But-
10 minutes later, it's the worst thing in the world.
You know what I'm saying?
Is it the texture? The texture changes
I
because
hate
it's more
when
damp and moist now.
Yeah.
or-
I hate
See that
I
word?
hate when somebody cooks, right? Like let's say somebody like cooks eggs and they throw the pan in the sink and then like there's like eggs like stuck to the pan. So now I have to like wash it out and you gotta see like the
Greasy and grimy
egg-
and
and then you gotta touch it, and it's on your fingertips, and I hate it, bro. I hate it. I hate it.
Can I just
hate it.
Just I'll tell you something, Grant. Your phobia about picking up telephones.
Oh,
Calls,
my God.
actual calls. I'm good. Telephonophobia. How cool is that? Telephonophobia.
Wait, it's actually a thing?
Yeah, telephonophobia.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm
It's
not
reluctance or fear of making or taking phone calls. Literally, fear of telephones.
Well,
It's considered to be a social phobia or a social anxiety. There you go.
No, but I'm not afraid to answer the phone. It's just calling people.
Yeah, so yours is very specific.
Yeah, he'll never call, bro.
Telephonophobia.
He'll text you.
Or telephobia. Telephonophobia is way funny to say.
It's ruining my life.
Yeah.
Like,
He'll never
imagine how many times I've missed the potential love of my life because I never called her back.
Right. Twice.
Mhm.
I'm just saying twice. I think twice.
Both times, probably.
Both times.
It's crazy.
I don't know. I think phobias are like you're saying. I think you've got to try and face your phobias, but if your brain is telling you one thing, it's very difficult to reprogram that.
It's very hard. It's a process, you know. I mean, like think of somebody who has like, you know, fear of snakes or something like that, or arachnophobia, like fear of spiders.
That's something that's programmed in your head. That's just programmed.
Right.
I love
Like-
snakes
like
and spiders and that sort of
Ricky Gervais.
like you have to. I would say like, you know, you have to like watch a YouTube video of snakes or spiders and just watch it and stare at it and just like try to
Clockwork
like
Orange style.
like
you know,
desensitize yourself.
right. like just straight like try to like force that into you, man, just like cold turkey. And then like the next step would be, you know, seeing one live in person. Like go to like a pet store and just like stare at it. You know what I'm saying? Like while it's like in a cage or something. And then the next step after that is like actually touch it, like actually hold a spider or hold a snake.
Do you know what I used to do when I used to have snakes and lizards?
How do you stare pain in the face?
Are you looking at yourself or Grant?
I'm just
Stare it
I'm
down.
just looking at the camera, man. You just gotta stare it down, brother.
Yeah, when I used to have
Man,
snakes and lizards,
You gotta.
I used to bring
you
them
gotta-
downstairs.
You gotta look at it. You gotta say, "You're not gonna get the best of me." You know, you gotta go crazy, man. Like in the pet store too. Everybody's like looking at you, like, "What the hell? What are you doing? Who's that guy screaming on aisle 7?
Yeah. Screaming at the poor little
You know.
gecko, like, God, you're not gonna beat me. Stop licking
I'm
your eye.
bigger than you.
Yeah.
I'm bigger than you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I have eyelids. No,
What were you saying, Steve?
no,
You
I used to
gonna
have
say
I used to have snakes and lizards as pets, loads of them.
something? Really?
Oh God, in our house we've had horses. My mum used to have horses.
What?
Yeah, only when I was a kid, and then one of them kicked her and shattered her hip, so that stopped.
Ooh,
I know,
that
no
was
good.
a wrap. Yeah, I can do that.
Always had
old
dogs.
for that.
Always had cats. We had a parrot. Well, we had a cockatiel. We had terrapins, which are the nasty little turtle things.
Yeah.
Like fish, obviously. We had a house rabbit,
Mhm.
which used to chase a cat around. My brother had pet rats called Elvis and Priscilla, and they had babies.
Ha!
Yeah. And because he had Elvis and Priscilla, I had two Madagascan leaf-footed geckos, and they were called John and Yoko. They also had babies.
Wow.
But I had a Chinese water dragon. I had a giant plated lizard. I had my geckos. I've had two black king snakes and two different corn snakes, and I had a boa constrictor. So,
Wow.
but I would take them downstairs. Like if my parents were having parties and I was like 16, 17, I'd have a few beers and they go, fuck it. And just take one of the animals downstairs. And some people like, whoa. Some people literally drinks on the floor through the window
Right.
almost outside,
Like, yeah.
screaming, crying. One of my friend's wives, Jillian, I think still now would be that upset. She would not come in the house because I had them in the house. Even though they're upstairs behind a closed door, would not come in. And that to me is a completely irrational fear. But I know it's pre-programmed. It's pre-programmed. I mean, if you're Australian, it's not a completely irrational fear because there's lots of stuff that can kill you. But if you're in England, in Manchester, no, you're fine. Unless you're in my bedroom when I was 17 years old.
Well,
And if you're in my bedroom and you're 17 years old, there's many things you should be afraid of.
lucky Steve. It's not lucky for the person in there, but it's lucky for Steve.
So you've made many bad choices to be in there if I was 17 years old. Good God,
Oh, yeah.
Christ knew I didn't have any game.
It's
Come
going
on,
down.
come. Do you want to come look at my snakes? I mean,
Want
what
to
else?
see my snakes?
You see my
Got
snakes?
pet rats.
Yeah. Yeah, by the way, having pet rats in the same house as pet snakes, not a good move.
Oh boy.
Not a good move. You have to be very careful which one you touched and wash your goddamn hands. Like, why the snake the snake really wants to get out today. I'm just gonna, oh yeah, she wants to eat my finger. She'd think, right,
No.
wash my hand.
More like, what happened to Elvis and Priscilla? You know? I'm telling you, man.
Elvis, they knew their names. Rats are very, very clever. They'd be sat there chewing on the couch or on the floor and you were Elvis, and Elvis would come over to you. Like,
Wow.
oh, Priscilla, they know their
Crazy.
names and stuff. Yeah, very clever.
Mm.
Like little dogs with
All right.
weird tails.
So what's your phobia, Steve?
Man, I have many different little phobias. I think
Commitment.
the idea of like not breathing, as in like swimming, like because my nose has been broken for years and years and years and years and years.
Yeah.
So if I get a cold, I can't breathe through my nose. And I started doing scuba about 3 years ago, and I didn't complete the course. I've done scuba once in St. Thomas in the Caribbean, and that was cool. But I didn't have a chance to learn how terrifying it was. They just basically threw you in the water after some basic training, and it was amazing. Whereas on a ship a couple of years ago, I learned. And then going under the water in the aqua theatre to learn how to breathe properly, that is terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. To be that far under the water and to have this thing in your mouth. Obviously, you can't breathe through your nose, which is fairly normal for most
Right.
people. And because I had a bit of a beard and I didn't shave it off, I put Vaseline on. Water was going into my nose underneath the water.
Oh God.
That was a phobia I
Jesus
didn't
Christ.
know I had. But now I
Yeah.
can't do it. I can't get past that. So I don't think I'll ever scuba. And
Yeah.
it is the most beautiful
you-
thing to do it as well.
So you were like really just scarred after that.
Oh, man,
Like,
yeah. Yeah,
mhm.
absolutely.
Yeah, and that's I think that's what happens, man. Like I think that's how people get these phobias really. I can't speak for like the animal thing because I think some people might not even see, like a spider in person, or they might like you don't get bit by a spider and then you're all of a sudden, oh, I'm scared of spiders now. You might just be watching TV and you see a spider that just looks terrifying. You're like, oh, I'm scared of that. Like,
I say that's just pre-programmed. That's from like when we were, tiny tribes in
Yeah.
Africa, like, and everything was killing everything. So you have to be very careful about what you touched, and it just got
Exactly,
pre-programmed
yeah.
in your head. Do not be
Right.
afraid. Stay away, and it's still
Yeah.
there.
Because I know for me, man, it's like, I went roller skating one time. I fell. I didn't like the way it felt. And I was like, man, I'm scared of this. So I'm scared of
Phobia
I'm
of
scared
pain.
of this pain, I hate it. It sucks.
What are you afraid of?
It sucks.
Pain.
Because I'm not like I'm telling you, bro. Like the only thing I'm afraid of is like is pain, bro. Like that's it. Like I'm not afraid of dying. You know what I'm saying? Like
What about if you died in a painful fashion?
What if
bro,
you drowned?
I guess that's not really a
Or
fear.
were burnt alive in a very well ventilated room. What about that?
No, like I guess that's it's not really a fear for me. It'll like I wouldn't want that to happen though. Like I tell people all the time, like, man, if I die, I just want to go out in like the calmest, like easiest way out. But I've been in situations where like I feel like I'm about to die.
Oh yeah.
And I just have to like accept my fate. You know what I'm saying? Like legit, like there's a hill like on my street. Like, you go down this hill and then at the bottom of the hill is like this very busy, 2-lane street, long street. So I'm going down this hill, man, and it's snowy outside. And I'm trying to press on the brakes. The car is still moving. And this is a busy street that I'm about to intersect. And that car just kept moving and I'm slamming on the brakes. And you're, like, it's almost like time slows down because you're just thinking, you're just like, oh my God, So eventually I was just like, well, God, this is it. It's a wrap. Close the curtain, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just kind of just like gave up, and I was like, I don't know what's about to happen next. I might get hit by a truck. I might just get into a little fender bender, or I might run into the house that's across the street, like just straight into their front yard or something like that. Who knows,
As long as it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Like as long as I don't feel it, man, like just take me out like that,
My main phobia though, like there's little bits and pieces of stuff, but I'm terrified of flying. And what we do as a job has made that very difficult over the years. So I found a lovely way to get around it. And that is 2 or 3 gin and tonics in the airport,
Drinks.
take a Xanax, get on the
Pills.
airplane, then take another gin and tonic,
Drinks.
and then drool.
There you go.
If you get it right, you're just zoned out for the entire thing. God forbid, touch wood, anything did happen, because I'd be struggling to get off that plane.
Right.
But it terrifies me. And I like takeoff and I like landing. I like the mechanics behind it. I'm like, whoa, it's so intelligent. It blows my mind that people aren't just cheering the entire time. I'm like, this is amazing. We're in the air. And
Right.
you know, and it's when we're in the middle of the air, it's the 2 hours into the flight and there's a bit of turbulence. That is for me, that is where my heart just dum. Thinking about this now gets my heart going. Like it's because you can't get away from it. You literally sat there, like you said about a phobia about different things, like whatever. On an airplane, if you like myself, like you sit there and you're like, okay, I have 8 hours of having my heart racing and sweating. Like there's not like, oh, there's a snake or a spider and then run away. I can't run away from this. You've just got to deal with it.
Yeah.
And I do, you know, because it's my job. But like, that's
That's when he
That's
becomes
tough.
the hero.
on my hero talk.
But nah, man, like I hate turbulence, like just the feeling of it. But I think what I hate most about it is the disturbance. You know, I got my laptop out. I got the little table from the back of the chair. I got that out. I'm in there. I'm chilling. You know, might have like a soda or something like that, and all of a sudden, and then you hear, "Hey, this is your captain speaking. We're asking that you all please place your tables right side up and this and that." And I'm like, man, I just got comfortable, bro. And I had a flight one time, like there was so much turbulence, like like every hour. So like we're putting the tables up, and then we're waiting, and then we're allowed to take them back down. Then we had to put them back up again. I'm like, man, I'm gonna just put my laptop on my lap and just call it a day, or or just hold my drink and just like try to enjoy the rest of this flight. One of
the worst ones for me, turbulence wise, was flying back from Miami up to Philadelphia, then Philadelphia across to England. And it just happened. I was late for the plane because of getting there. It was an early flight and obviously getting off. Anyway, just about got to the plane. And I happened to be sat next to these 2 girls who were watching me perform the night before and had CDs. Just pure luck. And their family would say, these 2 girls are like, what the heck? What are the odds on that? That's amazing. And so I'm sat there going, they've looked up to me for the last week or two. They were taking photographs with me. They've had a great time. And I'm like, oh, now they're going to have to see me being a 12-year-old. I'm like, oh no. So I sat there, I'm like, hey, just let you know, I'm not the greatest flyer, but I'm cool. Like you wouldn't know most times. I still sit there and talk and excuse me, can I have a drink? And I watch a film? But my heart is doing this. So he set off, and the captain's like, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to set off. We were about 10 minutes late and blah, blah, blah. Just to give you a heads up, we do expect some pretty bad turbulence because there's some issues, but don't worry about it. Just let you know, everything will be fine. Obviously me, I'm like, God, get me off this. It was horrific. It was so bad. They made their little go around, and I went, can I get a gin and tonic? And I think it was like American Airlines, so it was like $30 or whatever. Like American, okay, please don't hit me. And I got the drink. Within seconds of holding that drink.
Please don't hit me. That's cold.
Within seconds of getting that drink, it fell out of the sky. Like this thing dropped. And it was like you say, slow motion. And I've like got the drink. And I'm holding that, like the drink. And literally slow mo, like the liquid came out. And then
it went
all over me.
Man.
It was, I've never in my life. And then for the entire thing, the girls thought it was hysterical. They were just giggling away with it. I'm like, that's the worst drop ever. They're like, yeah, but it's fun. I'm like, no. Like when you see like the people that work there strapping themselves into the safety things, when they're telling everyone to sit down, shouting at people, I'm like, this is legit scary. All the way coming down into Philadelphia, it was just dropping. It was, oh my God, I was a wreck. I've never ran to a bar so quickly in my life. I think I had like a 1 hour layover or 2 hour layover. I just ran to whatever the bar was. Like, can I get a shot of fire, whatever it was? I had like 3 shots, a couple of beers, then went to the next plane. Oh my God. Yeah. I got hit by lightning once in a plane, which ties in with Grant's fear. Lightning hit the plane, all the lights went out. That was terrifying. With a bang, the lights went out and like, And it took 5 minutes for the captain to go and say, ladies and gentlemen, just checked everything. We're going to carry on to our final destination. We did get hit by lightning there. That's why the lights went out. But the plane is meant to take it, so don't worry about it. I'm like, if it's meant to take it, why'd the lights go out?
Yeah,
Something's wrong.
Now, I was on a plane one time, and we didn't get struck by lightning, but like when we were flying, the lights were on. And then I guess like it started getting darker outside or whatever, so they turned the lights off, so people can rest. And some guy in the front, man, he was just so scared. So like any sudden move, he was like making noise. Man, the lights went out. All you heard was like, just like random noises, bro. He wasn't even speaking, like he wasn't even like saying actual words. It was just like just random noises.
I'd like to apologize for that day, Johnny. I was very stressed out.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that was you. I would not be surprised.
You know me, it would definitely be words. There'd be lots of them put together.
Right. Lots of curse words.
I'm not really afraid. But what was the noise? I don't know what the noise was. The lights went out. Was that lightning outside? I don't know what's going on. Can I go to the toilet? I need a drink. Give me a drink.
No. Jesus Christ.
Why?
That was so fast.
No. Why? No.
I'm telling you. But yeah, man.
What?
Phobias.
There's lots of phobias.
Man, what do you...
Phobias.
Phobias, yeah.
Phobias.
Phobias. Telephonophobia. 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 That's just on you wonder.
Hey, Grant, I'm going to call you, bro. Answer your phone.
Yeah, man.
That wouldn't be a problem. See, it's not receiving calls. It's calling people.
Grant, I'll give you $2 if you call me right now.
I can't do it.
Like, can't do it. No.
Well, I got two reasons why I can't do it.
What? Because
Well, one reason is my phone is providing the light in the room for the video conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just a shield for the real reason if I'm terrified.
Oh my God.
Well, we've had a chat. I've got to say, I thought that Grant was going to be the weird one, but well done, Johnny. Johnny's afraid of pain.
It's
I just don't like pain.
Weird.
Man.
It's not weird. It's weird that he points it out.
That's what I mean. It's like it's
the
different.
actual
to
phobia
everybody
is not weird. Everybody's afraid of being sore. Like,
yeah, man. I had to pick one, man, and like I said, like, I'm not really
with pain.
I'm not like, bro. Like honestly, like if I really have a phobia, like a true phobia, then I just don't know what it is. Because other than that, like I just, like everybody's like scared about certain things or like nervous about certain things, but we also try to like fight those things. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's scared to go to a doctor, or everybody's scared of drowning or something like that. But yet we continue to go to the doctor and we continue to go swimming. You know what I'm saying? Not all of us, but most of us. So definitely me. I'm one of those guys. Like, yeah, I might be a little scared about this thing, but I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to do it anyway, because life goes on. So
yeah,
boom, mic drop,
done. All right, who's taking us out?
Yeah, man. I guess I can take us out.
Go for it. Your dulcet tones of Johnny Jones.
So everybody's like, ripping on my phobia. But Johnny Jones ain't scared of nothing.
It's not a phobia. It's just life, isn't it?
Johnny Jones ain't scared of no man, son. No man. That's what makes me stronger. That's what makes me better. So screw you guys.
Peace. I'm gonna go.
Matter of fact,
I'm gonna go drink.
I quit. I quit. This is just gonna be the Twigs and Wigs podcast. Bones is gone.
No, man. Without Bones, we're just a jelly.
You're just sticks and wigs. You're just sticks and head caps. Right. No skeletons, baby.
I can't even.
All right, we out, guys.
Peace.
Thank you guys for tuning in to Bones, Twigs, and Wigs podcast. We gotta go. We out, man.
Shut it off.
No, once again, no, I'm finishing this. Once again, thank you guys for tuning in to Bones, Twigs, and Wigs podcast. We appreciate you guys listening. We appreciate you guys' support. And follow us, man, on all of our social medias. We're on Instagram, Facebook. You can find us on YouTube. Full episodes on YouTube, as well as snippets. Like, comment, and subscribe of what you thought about the show, or if you have any topics that you would like us to talk about, or if you just have opinions and 2 cents that you want to add, no pun intended. Yeah, man, just keep in touch with us, man. Like, we honor all of that stuff. So thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you, and we are out of 5,000, baby.